you we were gonna add something new from our lesson yesterday. But before we do that, raise your hand at home if you remember celebrating the 100th day of school. Oh, that's Miss Sam's favorite day of first grade, by far. So today, our addition problem is gonna be using numbers in the hundreds place. And so I thought we'd kind of remember back to our 100th day of school and do one of our Go Noodles celebrating the number 100. All right, here we go.
100, 100, 100, 100! 100 eyeballs in this jar, 100 emojis on this jaguar, 100 pickles on top of my car.
100 days of school so far.
Now let's all count to 100.
Here we go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yo, I got it.
Here we go.
12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30.
I'm sure how it's done.
32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40.
Just me out.
41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50.
Man, this is my jam.
52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60.
Watch me, watch me, watch me.
62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70.
Let's do this, people.
72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80.
Here we go now.
81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90.
No problemo.
Here we go. 91.
92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99. 100, 100,
100. So today we're going to be adding numbers with digits that have a ones, a tens, and a hundreds place. So we reviewed yesterday adding 3-digit numbers. Numbers like this, 236 plus 525. And we added the ones, we added the tens, and we added the hundreds. But you're gonna find today there's gonna be something a little bit different. So we have our number here. The first thing we need to do is divide them into their correct place values. So we have the ones place. We need to divide it, make a little number up here, reminding me that's our ones. I'm gonna divide the other group of numbers in half, and I'm gonna write, this is my tens in the middle, and then my hundreds place all the way on the left. Now, way a few weeks ago, we added 2-digit numbers, and when we added the ones place, we got to the number 10, or a 2-digit number, and we had to regroup that 1 over to the tens place. That's what we're gonna be doing today, but it's gonna be with 3-digit numbers. So here's what our first problem looks like. Let me grab my marker. We are gonna be adding the ones first. Now to help us see this, I'm gonna use some ones, tens, and hundreds pieces up here. So I'm gonna use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to represent my 6 ones, because this is the ones place. And then I'm gonna use 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 to represent my 5. So 236 and 525. I know 6 plus 5, if I take all those ones, put it together, is the number 11. Boys and girls, I have a problem. What do you see in my ones place here? 2 digits. How many digits are allowed in each of our place value rooms in our house? Only 1. Only 1 digit is allowed in each place. You see how we divided them up. So we have the number 11. That cannot stay. Once we get to a group of 10 in the ones place, just like we do in our calendar each day with our straws, we have to make another group of 10 and move it over to the tens place. So that's what we're going to do here. So we have our 6 ones and our 6 ones and our 5 ones here, which made the number 11. So we know this 1 is going to move over on top of our tens place. Because if I'm gonna take these guys, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 is going to make a group of 10. And that group of 10 is moving to the tens place, and I only have 1 left over. So the other part of my 11, the ones place on my 11 is going to stay in the ones. So my 1's going to stay. These made our group of 10, so we're gonna move these out of the way. That equaled our group of 10 up here. Now, we've added the 1's. Now we need to add our 10's place, our middle column. We have a 3 and a 2, but we cannot forget to add the 1 we put up here on top in our 10's place. So really, we have 3 numbers to add. We have 1 plus 3 plus 2. So I have some 10's, groups of 10's here to show us what that looks like. So here was the 1 we already added to the top. And then I need to add 3. 1, 2, 3, plus 2 more. 1, 2. Now we're using groups of 10 to represent this number because it's in our 10's place. These are how many groups of 10 we're adding together in our equation. So 1 plus 3 plus 2, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 plus 3 plus 2 equals 6. There are 6 groups of 10. 1 in the ones, carry the 1, adding it equals 6. The last place that we need to add, together in our problem is our hundreds place. Now, I have some 100 squares. Each one of these have 100 squares in them. Only 1 in the ones place, groups of 10 in the tens place, but now we're adding the hundreds place. So we're adding groups of 100. So I have 2, 1, 2 groups of 100. Now I need to add 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. How many groups of 100 do we have? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2 plus 5 equals our number 7. So we had 236 plus 525, and that equaled our number 761. But we had to regroup and carry the 1 from our ones place because we cannot have 2 digits in each of our place value rooms. Ones place, tens place, and hundreds place. So you're gonna see this today and you're gonna be practicing this at home, adding those 3-digit numbers and having to regroup and move that 1 into the tens place. You may even have to move it into the hundreds place depending on your problem. All right, so you may have seen these dice up here in the front, and here's what I want you to do. At home, I want you to see if you can go find some dice. And you play this game along with me and do this activity to practice adding 3-digit numbers. So we want 3 dice to represent each digit in our number. So I'm gonna take 1 dice, I'm gonna roll them and get the number 6. I'm gonna take my next one, I'm gonna roll it. I'm gonna get the number 1, and I'm gonna take my last one, I'm gonna roll it, and I'm gonna get the number 6. So my first number I'm gonna add is 616. Now I'm gonna roll them again to get my second 3-digit number. I'm gonna take my first one, I got a 3. I'm gonna take my second one, I got a 6. I'm gonna take my last one, I got a 5. So I'm gonna write the number 365. Now, in some of your problems, you may not have to carry the 1 and regroup it. Some of them you might. So in this problem, we're gonna take it, we're gonna make sure we draw our 2 lines because we have 3 digits we're adding. And we're gonna add the ones, the tens, and the hundreds. So first, 6 plus 5, that's the same thing we did here, equals 11. But we cannot have 2 digits. So we know with the number 11, the 1 is gonna have to be carried to the top, the other one stays below. Then we add 1 plus 1 equals 2, plus 6 equals 8. And then we have to add our tens place, 6 plus 3 equals 9. 365 equals 981 will be your answer. Nice job today, boys and girls. Keep up the good work. Play that dice game at home. You can roll it and practice as many times as you would like. Bye, first grade.